friends, welcome back to Makeup Use Disorder. My name is Lainey and today we are finally getting around to talking about FOMO. Now before I get into this video, I want to be clear that I am going to be talking about the fear beneath the FOMO. So I'm not just going to sit here and outline, well, if you have a fear of missing out, maybe make a wish list, maybe tell yourself that there's new makeup releases all the time. If you miss out on one, another will come along. Everybody knows that. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. I'm actually going to take a deep dive into FOMO in this video. FOMO, a catchy new acronym for an age-old and nearly ubiquitous human concern that we might miss out on some kind of fabulousness in some form or fashion. In the makeup world, that usually refers to fearing that this cool new makeup product that maybe we want, maybe we don't really want, but nevertheless, it's that fear that it might get discontinued, or it might go out of stock, or maybe we don't really want it right now, but what if we decide that we want it later and we can't get it and we've missed out? This is the makeup form of FOMO. And I'm going to start off by talking about this because allegedly this is a makeup video. We know that it's not exactly. But I'm going to get a little bit deeper and talk about what the makeup represents. I firmly believe that the fear of missing out on a makeup product or a perfume or an outfit has more to do with what that item represents, the fantasy that the item represents, the idea that this item is going to help you socially or romantically or professionally. It has more to do with that than it has to do with the item itself. In a previous makeup use disorder video, Kimberly Hayes made a very intelligent comment, and I wanted to say to all of you who watch this series, you guys are so wonderful. You have the most insightful, intelligent, respectful comments that I have ever read, and I am so lucky. Even though I'm tiny, my community here on my tiny little channel is primo. You guys are quality people. I would much rather have a tiny little audience full of great people than a gigantic audience full of nitwits. So good on you guys. But I wanted to specifically address the comment that Kimberly Hayes made because it really fits into what I'm saying in this video. She referred to a video by Messy Minimalist, I think that's right, where she said that you have to ask yourself, are you buying the makeup for yourself, for your real, authentic, unique, beautiful, perfectly imperfect, actual self? Or are you buying the makeup for your fantasy self? Or are you wanting the makeup for your fantasy self? And I think that most of us know to do that, to ask ourselves, wait a minute, is this something that I would really use, or is this something that fantasy me or me in this one very specific situation would use? Because I firmly believe that you should not buy makeup unless it's for the real you. So I think that that's something important to remember, but why does the fantasy come into play? Is it because we feel like we're somehow not enough, or we need makeup to feel beautiful? I don't think that that's the case for very many people at all. I think that makeup sometimes represents hope. It represents the hope that we're going to have a fantastic evening, or that this group of really cool people will finally notice us and welcome us into the inner circle, or that hot guy or that hot girl will finally cast a glance our way and notice how wonderful we are because we wore a new perfume. I think that all of us have done that at some point. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm saying that because I sure as hell did that when I was younger, and I still have to catch myself. And because in my ripe old age I have realized the dangers of buying things for my fantasy self, be it makeup or clothes or what have you, I tend to not really have any kind of serious problem with FOMO. Having said that, I do have IOMO, irritation over missing out. Now, I have a shit ton of makeup. Even after doing a massive declutter, which I did not film, I never film my declutters. And I'm sorry for that if you're a person who really enjoys watching declutters. For me, it's very private. It's not that it's super painful, it's just, it's private. It feels very good to be rid of the clutter when you're finished, but it's kind of like taking a shit. I mean, it's private. You feel much better when it's over, but for me, I don't want somebody watching me do it. That was way off topic. So I have a shit ton of makeup even after the massive declutter, and I also have absolute faith that even if I see something that is fabulous and I want it so badly, like for the real Lainey, not for fantasy Lainey, for the real Lainey, I want this product, I definitely want it, I miss out on it. It's probably gonna come back in stock, or something else, like I said, equally fabulous is gonna come along. Let me tell you a story about something that happened last night. Last night, I was on the internet, I was on the Juvia's Place website, because I've been hemming and hawing like I always do over the new little 6-pan palettes, and I decided definitively that I was gonna get the violets. I'm like, yep, I know that it's good quality, I know that it's gonna make my eyes look banging, it's cheap, I'm gonna get it. When I went to check out, it was already sold out. So I missed out. Will they restock? Probably. What was my reaction? I looked at the cart, I looked at the out of stock sign, and I went, ah, fuck. And then I went about my evening. That was the extent of it. So I label myself as a person who has IOMO, irritation over missing out. It wasn't a fear, you know, I didn't panic, I didn't get angry, I was just a little bit bummed. But why else did I want that Juvia's Place palette? Aside from the fact that I know Juvia's Place is excellent quality, and aside from the fact that I really liked the color story, aside from the fact that purple eyeshadow looks banging on green eyes, all of those logical reasons for wanting it, why else did I want it? There are some social reasons. I always love to chat with the girls at my day spa. Listen to me being all bougie and talking about my day spa. But I always like to talk to the girls at the spa about Juvia's Place. We're all big Juvia's Place fans. So it's a social thing. I could have done a video on it. I could have watched other people's videos on those little cute 6-pan palettes, and I could have commented saying, oh my gosh, I got the violets. I'm so excited. So I didn't just miss out on makeup. I missed out on an opportunity for social interaction surrounding makeup, and I feel like that is infinitely more important than the makeup itself. Now let's talk a little bit more about how makeup can positively impact social situations. I guess it could negatively impact them as well, but that's another topic for another video. Especially on YouTube, for people who watch makeup videos, for people who make makeup videos, for people who are wanting to start making makeup videos. It is a form of communication. It's a conversation starter. It brings us together from all around the world to talk about makeup. It's social. But I think on a deeper level, the fear of missing out refers to the fear of missing out on an event, on an opportunity, on a human connection. That is where the fear really comes in. And that's a legitimate fear because we're social creatures. We thrive on interaction, even when we're introverted. I'm very introverted, but I'm a very people-loving, sociable, gregarious introvert. And I still crave interaction. That's one of the reasons that I do YouTube, is because I love interacting with people, even when I don't really feel like leaving the house, even when maybe I don't really want to stay at a party longer than an hour or two. I still want to go. I don't want to miss it entirely. I just don't want it to monopolize my evening. Does anybody relate to that? Enough about that. So sorry for getting off topic. Let's get back to makeup. So, makeup can sometimes be almost like armor. It can be like a security blanket. It can almost seem like we have projected powers, magical powers onto this eyeshadow palette. Like wearing this eyeshadow is going to magically make us more confident, more comfortable. We're going to talk a lot about the difference between confidence and comfort, and that's pretty much going to be the rest of the video. So let's get into that right now. When we're having a really good makeup day or a good hair day, or if we're wearing a new outfit and we feel like it's very flattering on us, it's not so much that it makes us more confident. Yes, that's part of it, but mostly it makes us feel more comfortable in our own skin. When we feel like what we're presenting to the world is in line with how we want to perceive ourselves. We're presenting what we want others to perceive. That feels really comfortable, right? And comfort is infinitely better than confidence. Confidence, if I'm being honest, just from my personal experiences, confidence is usually fake. I'm not confident. I mean, I know my strengths and I definitely try to play to my strengths, but I've got weaknesses. I work on them, but they're still weaknesses. I know that I'm having to work extra hard at certain things that may come naturally to other people, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, people who walk around with their chest all puffed up being like, yeah, I'm confident, I can do anything. That's bullshit, and it's gross. It's off-putting. And in fact, when somebody is overly confident, when somebody is just thinking that they're the shit and they're walking around all puffed up, it makes the people around them uncomfortable. When I first started researching interpersonal attraction, not just romantic attraction, but just interpersonal interaction, liking people, whether it's as friends, as coworkers, just getting along with people, I at first bought into the notion that everybody is drawn to confidence, and that is malarkey. We are drawn to people who are comfortable in their own skin. Why? Because we feel more comfortable around people who are comfortable. So let me do a really quick little demonstration for you. I'm not confident as a YouTuber. In fact, no, that's not true. I am confident that I'm not very good at this, but I'm totally comfortable sitting in front of the camera and talking to you beautiful people, mostly because nobody's ever been nasty to me and because I've been doing it for a while. So I'm comfortable with it. But let me show you what it feels like to watch somebody on YouTube who's not comfortable. Let's see if I can bust out some acting chops here. Okay. Hello, my fellow makeup enthusiasts. Welcome. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Welcome to my perfectly healthy expression of makeup enthusiasm. Today I'm going to be talking about FOMO. I don't know what I was saying. Hang on. I'm so sorry. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I suck so bad. Was that fun to watch? I'm guessing it probably wasn't, but not because it was bad and I was deliberately trying to be bad. That's not really it. I'm guessing, if you were anything like me, that you were sitting there feeling like I didn't really want you to be watching me, because I was so squirmy and not looking at the camera and not really articulating and not really sure what I wanted to say. That's not fun. It's not fun to interact with people like that. So my point is, it doesn't make a hill of beans difference if your makeup is perfect or if your makeup is a little off or if your outfit is perfect or if you smell great or if you smell like a horse. It doesn't matter as long as you just own yourself. That's going to make people want to be around you. When you're all like, oh, my makeup's so bad. Oh, I'm having a bad hair day. Oh, don't look at me. People don't want to look at you. Just don't give a fuck. That's the key to life, in my opinion. You know, I feel like I got a little off topic there, but now that I think about it, no, this is perfectly on topic, because if you own yourself and you get an invitation to some glamorous party, Just own yourself and go. Don't give a fuck. Get your best outfit, even if it's not that new thing that you saw in the window and that you wanted but can't afford. Do your makeup, even if you don't have the new Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. Just do your makeup the way you would normally do it. Just go, live your life, and you won't miss out on a thing. To quote Laurie from Oklahoma, and I won't sing because I can't right now, many a new face will please my eye, many a new love will find me. And so that wraps it up for today. As always, thank you so very much for joining me. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. Throw me a pity like, give me some encouragement to make some more videos. Very special shout out to you if you were watching this video on the toilet. And until next time, enjoy your joy responsibly.